couple of weeks ago I made a video where I gave 5 SEO tips to grow your e-commerce business. Well, here's 5 more. Hello and welcome to the Income Highway. This is a show where we talk all about how to build and grow your online business. My name is Paul James Carey, and as you can see, today is a green hoodie day, so we're talking about Google. The first tip I want to give today is to install Google Analytics on your website. Now, the reason I want you to install Google Analytics is this will determine how people find you and what they do once they're on your website. Now, installing Google Analytics alone doesn't actually give you a bump in terms of SEO, but what it does determine is it shows what keywords people search to find your website. By using those keywords and maybe renaming some of your pages, well, you'll actually be able to appear further up in search results then. By making tiny tweaks every couple of weeks, by going back and looking at your analytics, these can actually really help increasing conversions on your e-commerce website. The next tip I want to give is to use rich snippets on your website. Now, the easiest way for me to describe this would be to say, stop this video and do a Google search for coffee maker. You'll see some of the pages there in the Google search results alone have the rich snippets, which could be a few different extra things that appear, such as a rating, a review, a price, and whether it's in stock or not. Now, you may have seen these before and wonder how come some websites have them and some don't. Well, that's actually because the websites that do are using rich snippets. That's what those extra pieces of details are. They are the rich snippets. Now, I'm going to do a video all about this in the coming weeks, so if you want to check it out, make sure you subscribe to the channel below by clicking the subscribe button. The next tip I want to give is actually to include a blog on your e-commerce website that includes good blog content that target long tail keywords. Now, for anyone who doesn't know what a long tail keyword is, a regular short keyword would be something such as coffee maker, whereas a long tail keyword could be something as best coffee maker to buy. You want to target that long tail keyword, but the way you can include this into your blog is if you do sell coffee makers and want to tell people which the best one to buy is, there's actually a tool called Longtail Pro that will tell you all that sort of information and how many times people search it per month. If you want to check out Longtail Pro, I left a link for it in the description below. But this way you can actually then create a whole blog post about the different coffee makers you have and title it which is the best coffee maker to buy. Now, that's the exact phrase people are going to search when they want to buy a coffee maker online when they're doing research. Your blog will appear quite high in the search results because that's exactly what your blog is called, so people are going to click on it. Now, the reason this is beneficial is because as you go through your blog talking about different coffee makers that you have, you can link them to the product page. Now, this is kind of a two-parter because not only does that help increase conversions, but Google also likes to see people reading blogs and they like to see regular blog content. Now, when you are creating your blog posts, if you could make them about 1,500 words long and include pictures and even some video, that's beneficial also because that means people will spend more time on your website, which is exactly what Google wants to see. The next tip is to include social share buttons. This goes for your blog post and the products themselves. This is what's known as off-site SEO. So let's say somebody went ahead and read that blog post that we've just discussed, which is about the best coffee maker to buy. Well, if they were to then click the share button at the bottom and share it on Facebook so that their friends and family can see, once somebody clicks that then from an outside source going to your website, that's again something that Google like to see. Now, it's actually not good enough just to have the social share buttons at the end of the post. Make sure you have a call to action there. Make sure you say at the very end of the article or the blog or whatever it might be that if they found that particular information useful, please click the share buttons below, which will then prompt them to go ahead and do so. Now, the last tip I want to give today is your meta title and your description. Now, your meta title is the actual title of the pages that appear in Google search results. They're normally appearing in blue in Google. The meta description, however, is the 2 lines of text that appear underneath the description in the Google search results. You actually do have the ability to change these. This isn't automatically created by your website to Google or vice versa. You have the ability to change what your meta title is and what your meta description is. Now, if you're using the likes of WordPress, you can download Yoast SEO, or if you're using the likes of Magento or OpenCart, they actually already include that information where you can change your meta title and your meta descriptions. Now, the wording that you use here could be the reason somebody may click on your website other than your competitor's website. Now, if you can include those keywords that people are looking for, such as coffee maker, they actually then appear in bold in the Google search results, which help your website stand out a bit more. However, don't just talk about coffee makers again and again and again, because this is known as keyword stuffing, which Google don't like to see. To be honest, what I recommend is only mentioning the likes of coffee maker once in the meta title and once in the meta description. I think that's honestly enough. So there you have it. There was 5 more SEO tips to help grow your e-commerce website. By following these 5 tips and the 5 tips that I talked about in a previous video for SEO for e-commerce, you'll actually be able to increase your organic conversions. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you want to learn more about how to build and grow your online business, make sure you click the subscribe button below because there's a new video on this channel every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. I also do a podcast on iTunes every Tuesday and Thursday. Thanks again for watching this video. video. I look forward to talking to you in the future. Have a fantastic day.